rock stars, welcome to String and Story. My name is HollyAnne and it's my job to guide you to quilt with confidence. Welcome to my sewing room. I'm so excited to show you around today. This is the hub of everything that I do at String and Story, and I'm excited to show you everything I have going on in here, as well as highlight a few daylight products that I love to have on hand to make this space extra special. Welcome to my main sewing area. This is of course where I do all of my piecing and any of my domestic machine quilting. I work on a Juki J150 QVP. It's an industrial straight stitch machine and I love it because it's screaming fast and super consistent. Here in this area of my sewing room, I have two primary daylight lamps that I use. First of all, my slimline table lamp that clips onto the edge of my table here is always here and it's an absolutely essential part of my quilting process. As you can see, I wear glasses. I actually have quite terrible eyesight, so having good light is essential really for anyone, but I feel that need keenly. What I love about having the slimline lamp here is how much I can adjust it because of this gooseneck. So when I'm piecing, I usually have it positioned here, obviously pointed down at my piecing. I'm looking underneath the lamp, and it just is easy, it's out of my way, shines a nice bright light onto my workspace. Now, if I'm quilting, sometimes it's here, and sometimes I bend it down further. Here's the thing with free motion quilting, right? Making those stitches, especially with matching thread, can get really tricky. And this is a common question that I get all the time. What do I do, HollyAnne, if I'm free motion quilting with matching thread and I'm having trouble seeing my work? And that's where the slimline really begins to work its magic, because I can bend the slimline way down here. I'm quilting, and this time I'm going to be looking over the lamp. But notice this puts light onto my work at a sharp angle, and as a result I'm able to see the shadows of my stitches even when it's hard to see the stitches themselves. All right, I love this lamp. I like that it does not get hot and it makes it easy to be sitting here working and see what I'm doing quite clearly. Now the other lamp that I have here doesn't live here all the time, but I pull it out for special projects. And this is the Daylight Wafer. It's a light box, but you can hardly call it a box. Look how thin this is here. And I love pulling this out when I'm doing foundation paper piecing in particular. I've got a large foundation paper piecing project going on right now, the Kinship 100 Block Fusion Sampler from Gnome Angel and Skyberries. And so having this here allows me, along with this clear cutting mat, to be working on my pieces, lining everything up, trimming all right here in one space. And then of course I have my pressing station behind me so that I can do all of my foundation paper piecing work right here without ever having to get up. This space is set up on the whole to be as convenient and easy as possible. The cart even that y'all are sitting on right now is generally right here. It has my notions, my marking tools, everything that I reach for. I can be sitting right here and with an easy pivot, reach the tools that I need super fast and quick. I strongly encourage you, if you have the opportunity, to set up a space like this in your sewing room. It makes it so much smoother and easier when you're working on those projects if you're not constantly having to hunt and peck for what you need. And of course, making sure you have the light you need to see just makes it all the better. Welcome to my long arm, where of course I'm weirdly lit from the side here by my big old luminous lamp. Y'all, if you have a sewing room to call your own, you need a luminous in it. This has been an invaluable addition to my sewing space. I love it because it's on wheels, and I literally wheel it around this room, whether I need it to light my face while I'm making videos, I need it to light my work while I'm long arming, or I need it to light the design wall so that I can make wise decisions about colors and fabrics. This is the lamp that does it all. It's so portable. I want to walk you through this lamp for just a minute. Now you can see it's a big old lamp, right? It has this long extendable arm here, and there's 3 dimmer settings. It pivots around, and like I said, it is on wheels. So I generally keep it over here in this corner. This is my favorite spot for it. And I love to use it to light my long arm space, just like we were talking about with the slimline. Often when free motion quilting, seeing those stitches can be really hard, and getting the light at the right angle, especially from, just an overhead light, is not gonna be sufficient. I'm gonna put a lot of strain on my eyes. Can you imagine if I were in this room right now, I have the overhead light on and was trying to quilt with nothing but this little lamp up here? I would be straining my eyes, probably straining my back and my neck, not maintaining proper posture because I wouldn't be able to see what I'm doing. I love that I can wheel this over, get a nice light all the way down my long arm, Or once again, if I'm working with really matchy thread and I need a nice sharp angle, I can bend this down and get that light going all the way across. It's pretty handy for photos as well. I love that it's hefty. I love that I can adjust it. It's probably the most multifunctional light that I have in this room, and I highly recommend it. Welcome to the last section of my sewing room, my pressing station. Now guys, I made this big old pressing station by taking a second-hand dresser, a piece of plywood, a bit of batting, and some fabric, and putting all this together so that I have some extra storage as well as a large flat surface to do all of my pressing. You can see here that this time I have the Daylight Slimline Floor Lamp. I love this. There was not a good edge on this dresser to clip a slimline table on, but I'm able to slide the floor plate of this lamp right up against the bottom of this piece of furniture, and again create great light over here for photos, for pressing, for choosing colors of thread, all right here in this one easy station.